So it's 10:30. We're making the final descent down into Wine and Stair Gap. And that's my brother Remix up in front of me. He hiked into Wallace Gap and met us there. And he's hiking back out with us. And say hello, Remix.
Hey, Reboot. How are the knees? I feel great.
Yeah, not so much, but Remix told us that fresh ground is down here in Wine and Stair Gap with banana pancakes. So we are anxious to get down there. Hope he still has some batter. Now, Remix just told me a few minutes ago that I say anyway too much in my videos. So anyway, I'm gonna have to work on that. And I already know I say too much. So I'll try to work on that too, because I know that's annoying when you're watching a video. That pause would have been a perfect spot for an anyway or an but I didn't do it. All right. Is all right? Can I use that to fill the pauses? Remix is going to take me and possibly Ringo into Franklin. Get a few things. He's going to bring me back out here. I'm going to do 4 more miles and call it a day. But everything's going well so far. This is a not bad, pretty good section of track, as Kiwi would say. All right, that's going to be it for now. Okay, it's 12:15. My brother Remix just dropped me off at Wine and Stair Gap. It's nice seeing him. Thank you, Remix, for your support today. He brought me a box, supply box that I made prior to leaving home, and he also gave me some turkey and lettuce and fresh bread for some lunch. Getting ready to burn off Fresh Grounds banana pancakes. We went into Franklin, dropped Ringo off, and went to Three Eagles Outfitters, where I got a fresh can of fuel, and I got some Super Feet, the green ones. Those are the kind that I've used in the past in my work boots. I just have to stand for hours at a time in my former job. And oh, look, a waterfall. So they've worked for me in the past. I did keep the old insoles out of my vest with me in case it starts giving me problems, but hopefully they'll work out for me. The lady at Three Eagles Outfitters, very helpful. She's been doing it 25 years. Sorry I didn't get her name, but she trimmed the Super Feet for me and gave me some good information about those. And my pack's real heavy right now. Getting ready to climb up here to Siler Bald. We'll see what time it is then when I get there, and make a decision whether to go on or not. And this is why you come here. All right. Reboot. Heading north. Solo. So it's 2:30 and we just arrived here where the trail to the top of Siler Bald goes off. Right here is where the AT comes up, and over there's the Blue Blaze Trail that goes down to Siler Bald Shelter. I passed another trail to Siler Bald Shelter. It kind of loops around and comes back up right there. So I didn't want to go to the shelter yet because I wanted to complete that part of the AT, because I'm going to go down to the shelter after I get done up here, and I'll hike out that way in the morning, and that way I will not have skipped that section of AT. Not to say that you're not a through hiker if you do that, but hike your own hike. I'm the one that has to live with it, and that's the way I want to do it. So, alright, more video at the top. Okay, we're at the top of Siler Bald. I can't imagine a more perfect day. And as you all know, there's only one word for this: amazing. So just got down here to Siler Bald Shelter. It's a really nice site. Let you see here. That's the shelter up there. And there is a water source here, although it didn't show it on gut hooks. I didn't look on AWOLs yet, but it's a pretty good running stream. So I'm gonna go get some water, and found me a flat spot down here at the bottom of the hill. And I have to say, this was a really good day. Probably my second favorite day, next to the first day on Springer. But this is the first day that I didn't get rained on at night or during the day. The trail magic from Fresh Ground and my brother meeting me, and just getting up to Siler Bald, and just the incredible view. It's just made for a great day. It was a day of firsts. First day I wore my puffy jacket. First day I didn't get rained on. First day I was packing up a dry tent. And it was my first day of hiking solo since Springer to Hawk Mountain tent sites. But I passed so many people on the approach trail, and then saw so many people in that first 8 miles that I never really felt like I was hiking by myself. But today, when I left Winding Stair Gap, I was hiking by myself all day, except when I passed a few day hikers coming down from Siler Bald. But for the most part, I was hiking all day by myself, so that was pretty neat too. But there's a couple other people here at the shelter, so when I get my tent set up, I'll go up there and hang out with them for a while and fix my dinner. So that's going to be it for day 10. And I've been trying to come up with a ending phrase. Seems like a lot of people have them. Like Gator Miller would say, "See you later, bye," and Early risers said deuces, and Black Appalachian said love and light. So I've come up with one, so I'm going to lay it on you and let me know what you think. So, and this is for you, Bruce, back at work. I know you're watching. This is Reboot signing off for the day. And remember, it's all good in the woods.